Nothing compares to a lady's touch. Today we're going to dismantle any limiting beliefs that dresses are to be saved for life's special occasions and embrace them as our everyday uniforms, inspired by just about every lady before us. Who are we honoring with our dress? Who are we influencing with it? Each of us are influencers. And how are we choosing to use that? And on a side note, how are we storing them? Should we increase our storage or should we refine it? So many questions today. I think it's time for an everyday dress revival. Welcome back, ladies, and welcome to the Lady of the House, A Dress a Day in May for 2024. I am so happy that you are joining me today, as this is a video that I am definitely excited about. I have a few different things that I wanted to cover in this video. The first thing being who we are honoring with our dress. So there are a couple of different scriptures in the Bible that would cause one to really stop to consider the way that they are covering themselves, because that is really where covering ourselves comes from, right? From the beginning. I mean, when you think about how things started, nobody had anything on. And then what Adam and Eve made for themselves, it wasn't enough. So God ended up covering them. And then later on down the road, we see petty pants, the introduction of petty pants in the Bible. Okay, so I have a scripture here that to me really does describe this, and it just gives one food for thought in what are we covering? How much should we cover? And just really the overall decency that we have as a society. Do we have that anymore? And if we are wanting to gain that back, because at one point it was, something where it just seemed like everybody knew what would be decent and what would be indecent. But now, today, it just seems like everything goes. And to have just a beautiful society, I think that this is something that we really should consider. And it begins within the home. So we need to study these things, and we need to teach the next generation these things. And so that's a wonderful way to do that. That's a wonderful place to begin a firm foundation. So those little words of encouragement, I encourage you to do your own studying on this matter and see where it leads you. Because we have some ladies to lead in this world today, and especially if we want to see more beauty and we want to be that flower that goes out into the world. So why are we just saving that for a special occasion, right? Why would we, for instance, just save dresses for, a wedding day or someone else's wedding day when we want to dress up, or if we're going on a cruise and they have dress up day, or if we have a quinceañera that we're going to be going to? Why play dress up on those days and just save that for a special occasion? That should not be the case. We are ladies, and one of the things that God Himself has given us is the ability to bring beauty, a lady's touch, into our decorating, into whatever it is that we are doing out in the world, but also with the way that we are presenting ourselves. It's something that we are so great at that He warns us about not putting too much thought, right? Not putting that your body is more than clothing, and that is true. But does that mean that we should resort to laziness? Does that mean that we should resort to choosing the ugliest thing that we can to put on ourselves? Of course not. Of course not. So therein comes the everyday dress. Everyday dresses are dresses that you can wear for just about anything that you would be doing. And I have shared in all of my videos, all of the dresses that I have and what I'm doing within them. And so that was one of the big reasons why I asked those of you who participated in a dress a day in May, the pictures that I asked you to email me, I wanted you to share with me what you planned on doing today, or the day that you were, pictured in your dress. Because I just want to share and allow others who may question if they should be dressing in a dress each day, those that are, maybe on the fence about it, not fully convinced, that you too can wear a dress every day. So get your everyday dresses. And, what could it hurt? It doesn't. It makes you look beautiful. It inspires other ladies around you to, put a little more effort into the way that they present themselves, which in turn is just going to make this world a more beautiful, beautiful place to be in. And isn't that what we definitely want to inspire here on this channel? Well, I definitely do. So I just absolutely love seeing ladies dressed in just beautifully, because that is the gift that you have to offer to this world. So don't save that for a special occasion. The next thing I wanted to share with you today is, of course, storage. And You know, are we looking to increase our storage or should we refine it? So we will get into that. But I also want to make a little side note here about that I have a letter that I'm going to be sharing with you that really touched me recently. And so I have that I plan on reading to you this time. I've been sharing different letters at the end of my videos, and those, you know, I had written out, but this one I'm going to read to you. I also have a giveaway for those ladies that have been featured in my community tab over on my community tab, but it's on my channel page. So if you are unfamiliar with how to view all of those, all you have to do is click on Inspired by Nikki, and then it will take you to my channel page, and then you click the little tab that says community, and you will be able to view all of the different ladies. And every single day of this week, I had a dress, not this week, every single, well, yes, of this week, but every single day this month, I had a dress featured. And then actually at this last day, today, I've had a countdown going because I had even more ladies that I wanted to share with all of you. And by the way, for those of you who did share, if you emailed me and I did not get back to you, sharing your slide with you, I do apologize, but I was running out of time, so there's that. But also, if I missed anyone, please forgive me. I tried my best to keep everything straight, but it was a month full of a lot of emails. But I just want to take some time to thank you so much, because this whole series would not be what it was this month without the help of all of you and those of you who participated. So thank you so much. And I do have a giveaway going on at the end of this video. I have, well, near the end, I have the giveaway that I'm going to share with you, and I also have a couple of bonus ones. So stay tuned for that. And at the very, very end, I have the everyday dress dance. And if you do this dance every day, let me tell you, you will get a workout, because yesterday when I filmed all of that, yes, I filmed it all in one day, I got the workout of my life, okay? I really did. And you will have absolutely no problem fitting into your everyday dress every day with the everyday dress dance. So now let's talk about dress storage. I received this question recently, someone wanting to know, with this whole aesthetically pleasing wardrobe that I've been sharing, and every single week I have a new color story, which I didn't always do every week. Maybe I would focus on a color story for a month or so, but I have been going every week. And you know what? It has been something that I have been looking forward to every single week. I always like when I take the time to organize my dresses and just choose different colors. So why not enjoy that every week? I like to pick out my dresses for the week to come, and I also incorporate night dresses in there, dressing gowns, nightgowns, whatever you want to call them. I've been incorporating those into there, and it just helps with the overall aesthetic and the colors. So that has been fun. And I received this question about where would I store all of the dresses that I'm not currently using. So here's the thing. For me, I really love the overall look of those closets that you might see when someone says, oh, a minimal wardrobe, or a minimal closet, minimalistic wardrobe, whatever they call them, you know, all the phrases that are used. I love seeing that. I love going and looking at ads of wardrobes because of the way things look in them. But guess what? You are not going to achieve the look that someone has in that picture of that wardrobe without having a color story of sorts. Do you notice that? But here's the thing. I love color, and I don't want to be confined to choosing just one color and then a few neutrals and go with that for like a whole year. I would be so bored. I am truly inspired by color and changing things out and variety. But that's just me. So what I am going to share with you is not for every lady. Okay, so don't feel like I'm saying this is the only way to organize things, or it's not a one size fits all when it comes to organization, when it comes to how much a lady would have. I am not encouraging that by any means, but I'm happy to share with you whenever I come up with a solution for myself, because I feel like there might be another lady out there that would gain from what I have to share in this area, because maybe she's feeling the same way. Maybe someone else's system isn't working for them because they love to have a variety of things, but at the same time they also like a very simple or a very minimalistic look. Not minimalist, but maybe intentional, minimalistic, or minimal. I don't know. What phrase do we want to use here? Share in the comments below if you have a phrase that we would go with. But basically, therein comes the color story. So this can change all the time, and especially if you love color, choose colors that are pleasing to you and that really do complement your skin and your hair color and your eye color and so on. And so over the years, I've collected a lot of dresses. This is true, but I've also sold a lot of dresses. I've also given lots of dresses away. I would be a dress dealer. I love dresses. I would have a whole dress shop if I could. I'm not focusing on that right now, but I just absolutely love shopping for dresses, curating different collections within my own collection. I love shopping my own wardrobe, and one of the ways that I do that is by the way that I store my dresses. So I started storing my dresses by color. And more recently, I invested in better storage for my dresses. Here were a couple of things that I struggled with. I struggled with just the way that I was organizing them, because when I would take down these fabric bins that I purchased from IKEA years ago, they were deep. And so I had to put, well, there was room enough and I had enough dresses for 2 layers of dresses, but then I would have to move and shift them around often to be able to even see what I had. So I wanted something a little bit more streamlined, and I wanted something that would be more functional because it would be sturdy enough to withstand all of the movement that I do, all of the shifting that I do with these things. Especially, let me tell you, this month, my fabric bins, they took a beating, okay? I didn't get rid of them. I actually decided to replace them with smaller bins, but I decided to replace them and give those fabric bins a different home, which now my girls have them. And they are perfect for them because they have been storing a lot of their clothing in the garage, but this allows them to be able to have, you know, just a certain amount of storage for their things, and to be able to store them inside, either under their bed or within their closet, one of which we've actually moved rooms for the girls just this last weekend. So all of that to come. Okay, that'll be the next series, or just future videos upcoming, so stay tuned for that. But speaking of under the bed storage, these bins, these rattan bins that I have, they are for under the bed storage. And I first saw them, they come from IKEA too, but I saw them under a bed that they had on display, and they looked so beautiful. And I loved the fabric that they had covering the inside of it. So the fabric definitely helps with the dresses not catching on the rattan portion of it. Now they have lids to them, and with the lids, they actually don't fit under my bed. But then I was thinking, I really don't want to have anything under my bed. I don't like things under my bed. So I still wanted to utilize the above my wardrobe space that I have. And I have enough space to do stack 2 on, one on top of another. And they're perfect. And I've also separated them still according to color. I made little cards, have the colors written on them, but they are also a petite painting that I have. So I wrote out the color on there, and then that way I don't have to look in every single bin each time that I want to go through them. I know exactly which one to take down. So these are perfect for storing the dresses that I do not have currently on display and that I will be using for that week. And then once I do my laundry, I like to take that time to figure out another color story. Now, in a future video, I'm going to share my new process for this and choosing different things. And for some, this would take a little bit too much time. You'd rather just have everything that you have on display. And that is perfectly fine. I used to do that as well, but again, I really found that I like to have very few items to choose from. This really does help with decision fatigue, as they say. I've chosen my dresses for the week ahead of time, and then when I do take that time to put those items away and then to choose new ones for the week, that gives me time just in my head. I find that I work through a lot of problems when I am reorganizing things, when I am dealing with beautiful things, and just having a good time overall. So that's what speaks to me. So I wanted to share that with you. And if you can find inspiration in that, that's great. And I hope that it will definitely benefit you. And now it's time for the giveaway. So I have all of the names of the ladies who participated and that I featured this week, which there's a lot of, there's a lot of them. So here they are. I have all of them in here. Ready? Who is the winner today? The winner is Megan from Idaho. Congratulations, Megan. You just won yourself the Lady of the House Life Book 2024 to 2025. This is the academic life book, and this is available on Amazon. But congratulations, Megan. I really hope that you find this useful and that it blesses you. Now, I also have 2 other special giveaways, and that would be all 3. All 3 of these are going to my friend Jennifer L. Scott of the Daily Connoisseur. She has been the biggest inspiration when it has come to me writing this book and me sticking it out. She has been an inspiration for so many different things, but definitely that. So she signed her books when I purchased them, and when I went to visit her, and so I'm going to be signing this and sending it to her. She actually purchased my book and showed it to me the other day, but it was a paperback, and I had ordered these thinking of her, that I wanted her to have the hardcover one. And now for an extra special giveaway. First, I will read the letter that I just received. Dearest Nikki, my name is Tanisha. I currently reside in Las Vegas, Nevada with my husband and 2 children. Thank you so much for showcasing the beautiful women in the Address a Day in May series. I truly enjoy the series you've created last year and was elated to know that it returned the following year. I knew I had to participate this go-round. I've always loved dresses as long as I can remember, along with twirling in my dresses, pretending to be a fairy tale princess. Cinderella was always one of my original favorites. Somehow along the years, I've forgotten the art and fantasy of wearing dresses until almost a decade ago. I've naturally gravitated to my childhood dream of wearing more beautiful dresses on a daily basis and made it a reality. I have been watching your channel for years, and when you've mentioned that you've converted to an only dresses wardrobe, it truly struck a chord and ignited something in me. At that point, I didn't realize that I've somehow been wearing more dresses quite frequently than before. In fact, it made me realize that wearing only dresses can actually be quite doable for me since I've practically been doing it anyway. Now that I'm a wife and mother, it has been much easier for me to be in my feminine and wear more dresses, especially around my home. My husband truly seems to enjoy me wearing them since I can't help but to embrace more of my femininity while wearing them. When I wear a dress, I embody and exude a more feminine aura and tend to glide around my home as the true lady of the house. I like to consider myself a work-from-home homemaker. I find it quite easier to do my daily task in a dress, from cooking meals, cleaning my home, running errands, picking the kids up from school, and taking them to the parks along with our weekly trips to the library. Every single day, rain or shine, I get ready at my dressing table and effortlessly slip on a dress. Wearing dresses for me has been a godsend because I do not have decision fatigue, spending more time in my closet attempting to figure out what pieces to pair together and the like. Putting on a dress takes away half of the guesswork. I feel effortlessly put together and ready to take on the day to make the everyday beautiful. I like to dress up for myself. However, I have to admit it feels so good and refreshing to receive a compliment from a stranger who takes the time to compliment me by stating that they admire my dress or my overall appearance. For me, it is an added validation that there's true beauty in femininity and keeps me encouraged to continue to take time to put effort in my daily appearance, even if I may be in my home most of the time. I have 2 daughters with the hopes of expanding our family, and I want to inspire my daughters to maintain their femininity in a modern world that is driven more in the masculine. Today I happen to be going to a family get-together. However, I wear the same dress working from home, doing my daily task, and running errands, or even taking walks around the neighborhood. Even my children appreciate me picking them up from school or attending school events looking presentable. It has truly added value in my family's life. I am more prone to do my best in life when I tend to look my best on a daily basis. Staying put together is truly a non-negotiable factor in my life nowadays. I can write a whole thesis on this topic. However, I digress for now. You've been such an inspiration, and I'm overjoyed to be a part of your YouTube and Patreon community. I've also purchased a blue dress from your shop along with the Something Blue LIFEBOOK, and I'm truly enjoying my purchase since they have been a tremendous value in my life. By the way, I thought I would add this extra picture in here of my newfound dress. Pinks, blushes, and peachy tones are dearest to my heart. However, since you've named one of your LIFEBOOKs Something Blue, it has sparked much joy in me, and it made me love the term and color even more. There is such significance in the term alone. It reminded me of my bridal days, leading up to my wedding, attempting to find something blue. This has given me a reminder that though we are married and our weddings and ceremonies may have passed, we are still brides in the eyes of the Lord and should still maintain that bridal glow and honor our marriage with the glory of God's grace. Since getting my LIFEBOOK, it has added such value in my life. I thought that I wouldn't add much blue to my wardrobe. However, somehow I've come across more beautiful blue pastel dresses, including this one that happens to match my newfound LIFEBOOK. Even my daughter got a kick out of it and noticed the book matched my dress when I happened to wear the dress along with the book for our weekly grocery shopping at the market. Thank you so much for everything that you do and the content and value you create and deliver to us all. I have truly been inspired by Nikki. With love, Tanisha. Tanisha, thank you so much for that lovely letter. It was so inspiring to me, and I think that it will really inspire other ladies. Now for your giveaway, I would love to meet you. So I will get in touch with you through email and we can set something up. Thank you so much to all of you who participated, and for those of you who have watched all of my videos. If you've missed any, please go back and watch them. Thank you so much for your comments, for your encouraging words to all other ladies, and I truly hope that you have been inspired by a lady.